Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Coding My Way In, and I'm back after a 2-week break. I was having, like I told you guys in the previous video, I was on a family trip, and this family trip actually took place in Hong Kong. And man, I fell in love with that place. I loved how clean it is. I love how safe it is. And it was just like being in Manhattan. That's how I felt, but safer and cleaner. I really enjoyed the trip, and I bought myself a gift while I was there. So I've seen these mouses, but I never like care for them because they look weird. They are like weirdly shaped. And I was at this random store and I saw it and I'm like, you know what, let me give it a try. And man, I like it more than the regular mouse because with a regular mouse, I noticed after a couple hours my wrist would get tired. And with this, I'm clicking. It doesn't make a noise or anything, and it still has the shortcuts if you want to put some hotkeys in it. But I just love how it feels, and it feels like my hand is resting the entire time. So I'm now a fan. I play some first-person games, so I wouldn't use this mouse for like a game like Valorant or CS:GO. But for like a everyday life, I would definitely use this one. My other mouse, I have it there, so whenever I play a game an FPS game that requires it, I would just use it. But to work and things of that nature, moving forward, I'm using these bad boys, man. They are amazing. But yeah, so let's get to coding. So this week, I had to remember how to code again. It's not like I know much, but I just worked on little things about the responsiveness of the site. So far I have this. You guys seen this is already connected to the database, but what I did is on smaller screens the border disappears and you can still are able to log in. And you guys remember that the previous time when you logged in as a user, all we had was that empty div. So this time around I created the chat component. So although it looks like one, remember we're working with React and Next.js, so each of these things that you see is a different component. So this one is the chat settings component, and then here is the chat feed component, and then here's what the messages are going to be. So far I have added no functionality to the settings. So this one is going to be the palette for the theme. I've never worked on changing themes before, so I want to add that. This link is just going to send me to the Git repository. This one is going to be in charge of deleting the chats that I want, and this is just going to log me out. So far, the only thing that has somewhat functionality is the update. So let's say your Al card, right? And what's on your mind? You can say sup fam, boom, and when you put it, it's there. So there's nothing crazy, but I think is a nice touch to have because almost every chat application has it. And the other one is the chat list. It automatically saves here, and so far I just hard coded with an array of objects. That way I can have the sense of how it will feel once the application is fully running. But right now you click, it doesn't really does anything, and it's just stored locally. So if I refresh, it deletes. But all I wanted was to get the feeling, the groove on how it's going to look once the application is full running. And the other thing that I have is this. So the goal is when you click on the user, just like any chat application, it sends you to the current one that you click. So if I click Richter, it takes me to Richter, Maria. So this is still hard coded, and I don't know. For some reason I really wanted a chat application that is blue, sky blue. So I've been really working on it to give it like a nice touch, and so far I like how it looks. The only thing is I'm so picky, and I don't have like imposter syndrome. I don't have that. I've been through enough in my life to build confidence, but what I really have is I always feel that I can do it better. So I keep working on things, and it takes me a little bit longer to move on to the JavaScript, because what I really want to do is when I'm working on an application, every time I hit npm run dev and the application runs, it needs to wow, man, I'm like, wow, this has to look professional. It can't look raggedy. It can't look like novice. I want it to look polished. So that's the feeling that I'm getting so far with my application. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. But so far, this is what I have. I actually need to polish this because I made this responsive, but however, this portion right here is not. So if I go on a small screen, it just like sticks there, and then I can't even see the other part. So what is going to happen is when I go to smaller screens, this chat is going to take over, and then there's going to be like an option so you can move around between conversations. But that's going to be for next week. But so far, yeah, this is what I have, and I'm very happy to be back coding, and I really want to finish this project and learn as much as I can, so I can jump straight to the third one. Because like I told you guys, my goal is to have 3 projects for the year, and we're already halfway October. So we got October. I need to finish this project this month, and then I have 2 more. And so far, I'm really enjoying this project, and it's crazy. It looks small, right? A register, signing, and then the chat, but there's so much that goes into it. And I know things are just gonna get harder from here because I'm not even using WebSocket. But other than that, this is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Peace.